You back?
Yep.
Hmm. And we were just talking about that too.
I
All
told
right.
them the brownout got you.
Yeah, because it didn't even the power didn't even turn the modem off. As you saw, you were able to stay on,
Right.
and I never lost internet. The computer just went down, and see, that's exactly what I was talking about. Why I need that UPS, because with the UPS, it wouldn't have stopped anything. Because clearly that was us. Internet stayed up and everything. Okay, hold on. Let me. It says we're live. Okay. It says we're live. We're still live again here.
Yeah.
Oh, I think air server just crashed.
Looks like it.
Yeah. Okay. Now it came back. Good times, good times. And I'm sitting here just like, oh, come on, really? But then I was like, wait a minute, I'm still playing.
I know, me too. And I was like, wait, I can still talk to the guys in chat.
Yeah, and I'm
Like,
like,
hey guys, I think we had a little brownout.
wait a minute. It never disconnected me from the internet because I was waiting. Because what it'll do is it'll tell me, I got issues, problems connected to the network, that famous message, and I'll be able to finish the fight. But then when it actually needs to connect to the server, that's when it'll die. And so I was like, okay, let me just finish this fight. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm still live. I'm still online. So I was just hurrying.
I was just reading how Pedro told his employees in Atlanta to go home because apparently there's some flooding in Atlanta.
There you go. I think the last thing you asked was somebody asked where did we live?
Yeah, Destroyer.
Yeah.
And then Pedro said there's some flooding in Atlanta, and I told my employees who live there to go home.
Yeah. Oh, Keith is here this time. See, it worked out well. And yes, Keith, that is Chitara. She was feeling a little salty because I was live earlier and you weren't here. She felt.
Oh my goodness, I was not feeling salty.
She felt that you were avoiding her, Keith.
What?
And we just had a brownout, and I just came back. I never lost internet, so we were live. We've been live for about an hour, I would say.
Hey, Keith.
But yeah, Keith, we have a bad storm here, so I'm trying to go. Yeah, I know, Keith. Just messing with you. But yeah, we have a bad storm here, so.
My dumb brother was like, man, if Keith don't show up, he's going to be so mad.
Now that I did say.
That he missed Shatar. I was like, well, if he don't show up, it'll look like he's avoiding me. It's the only time I show up after all this time, he just never showed up.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. I hate fighting Killmonger
What to say? I'm
in arena.
waiting for the rest of it because
I'm trying to concentrate because okay. I don't know. I may not win this one. At least he's not awakened.
Keith, spare us your old man intestinal problems.
Oh boy. I may have to kill this one because it looks like he's yeah, he's going to just keep battering against my block and then try to hit me with that heavy. If this takes him all the way to his special 3, I'm killing it. Okay. All right. Gave us a little reprieve there. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ay, 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 ay. There we go. Ooh. Now see, that was a fight. That was a David and Goliath type of a fight.
Not really, because you actually had to fight.
And what are you trying to say?
David and Goliath wasn't really that much of a fight.
You don't know that. All we have is the synopsis.
Hey, we got a new stalker, Damon.
All right.
Shadows.
Welcome to the shadows.
You are such a biter. You started doing that after I started doing that.
I don't know what you're talking about. Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows. But the reason I said that is me and Mom watched a David and Goliath one. It wasn't as bad as the one we watched that time, but we watched one where it was a fight. They were fighting. And, I mean, it still ended up the same way. And we were, when we were talking about it afterwards, we were pointing that out. It's like, well, we only have the synopsis. It tells you what happened. It didn't tell you exactly how it happened. It didn't tell you anything about, did he maneuver? Did he run between his legs, do a couple of flips over, and then throw the sling? You don't know.
Took the rock, them.
Exactly.
Them him throw the rock. Them rock him hit him in the head.
There you go.
Come down, boom. Them it.
Exactly. Ooh, I love this matchup. Mordo against Quake is so cheesy. This is where his passive nature works against him. Look at that. Look at that. Boom, boom. Love fighting Mordo with Quake.
We know, Keith. We're just messing around because of all the remakes and what they've done and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, when you watch a lot of those movies, if you don't know your Bible, then yeah, it can lead you down the wrong path. But that's because unknown to a lot of people, many of those movies are not actually based on just the Bible. There are other sources that they're based on.
Yeah, they're based on other things.
Right, so that's why they have it. It's not like they didn't know that the Bible doesn't say this. It's because they're not actually basing it solely on the biblical account. But yeah, it does tell you what happened. My point is that the Bible does not go into detail about a lot of things. And that's where these movies like to take creative license.
Yes, creative liberties, one would say.
Yeah. So that's what we were talking about. You have what the Bible says happened, and it doesn't always tell you exactly the details of how it happened. And so the movies, when there are no details, because sometimes there are, but when there are no details, they like to fill it in the most creative way possible. And this movie, if you saw it, I mean, we were cracking up. We were just laughing.
Oh my goodness, it was so hilarious the way they tried everything. Oh my goodness. It was
funny. Keith, yeah, we saw that too. And one of them was Asian.
Yes. Oh my goodness, yes. The Bible based on.
Oh yeah, we all me, my sister, and my mom watched that series, and we were just like, wow. And see, that's just it, Keith. So that's what I was talking about. So the Bible tells you exactly what happened, right? But you don't have any details. It tells you that the angels pulled him out, right? But it doesn't tell you any details about the angels or what they look like. Did they look Asian? Was one of them black? It doesn't say anything like that. So movies like that like to add those kind of details for entertainment because we really don't know. We have no idea. But yeah, we were sitting there like, wow, really? We were like, I don't remember the Bible telling me that they
through the Bible going,
that they fought their way out.
I don't recall that. Well,
so yeah, we were cracking up.
Thanks for dropping in for the light, KT.
Yeah, KT, thanks. And for you guys that don't know, KT has started up his own channel. He's still new, but he is already more subscribers than I had my first entire year of doing YouTube. He has more subscribers than I did, and he's only been doing this streaming for like a week, I think, or so. So, yeah. Click on his name there, the little 3 dots next to his name. Go to his channel, subscribe, and check him out. He will give you a high level of gameplay. He is in the New York City Guardians, and I believe they won the last Alliance War, and they've won, I think, 3 before that. So you'll get some good high-level gameplay if you go check him out. All right.
It's just so hilarious with the angels doing karate.
I know that we were like, wow.
We were rolling.
Dogma?
On Netflix was hilarious.
Who's that?
Dogma? Oh my goodness, yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Do I remember Dogma? I don't think so.
You didn't watch Dogma, but Dogma was Dogma was wow.
I know I didn't watch Noah. I read a little bit about that one. I said, you know what? Never mind. I wasn't even interested. It's like, never mind. Just.
That one we watched on Netflix was interesting. They had the Philistines. They all looked like they had like 3 of them. They were all in like cloaks and stuff. Oh, and the guy who was being dragged away, and he was
oh
like,
man,
he was being dragged.
That was so funny.
Bad acting.
It was really bad acting, and we finally realized what it was, because it was basically like a group put on like a little play, you know. It was like a little dramatization of the Bible. It wasn't supposed to be a serious, you know, cinematic masterpiece or anything.
Oh, my goodness.
It was strictly a little amateur, you know, kind of a little tribute to the Bible thing. And then we were just like, okay, this is kind of good. It's kind of funny. You know, they added a little humor to it and all that. So yeah, it was good. Yeah, Keith, like I said, I read enough about it that I was not even interested in seeing it. Not interested at all. Okay, I don't hear the thunder and lightning like I did a minute ago. Hopefully it passed us and we are okay. And it's funny, Keith, I don't know, you weren't here earlier when I said this, because just before it went down, I was telling everybody, my sister reminded me that we had a bad storm, and I was saying if the power goes out, I'm probably not going to come back, even if the power comes back on. But the power, it was weird because the power did go out, but not all of it. Because I never lost complete power. My modem and everything is in here on the same circuit and everything. And the brownout was enough to knock my computer out. But it was not enough to turn the modem off or anything like that. So I'm like, okay, I never lost connection. So I just, you know, rebooted and just came on back. But if the power had gone out for, you know, a couple of seconds, maybe even, then no, I wouldn't have come back. I would have just tried to, when it came back up, I would have just tried to finish off my roster real quick and call it a day and consider myself lucky I was able to get it done.
I know. I was getting ready to tell everybody, well, thanks for coming by. I guess he's not coming back. But then you popped up and I was like, well, he's back.
Yeah, and that was about as fast as I could do it because it rebooted on its own. So, really, really fast. Oh, man. But, yeah, Keith, if you haven't seen or you didn't hear, I am going for Cyclops. And wouldn't that be something, after all of this grinding here, that we lose power for a while? I'd be so upset.
Lose power, you say? It's still pouring, so...
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm hurrying through. I actually got through most of the roster, so it wouldn't hurt as bad as if it happened earlier. You know, I'm already at 15 million, so, you know, it's not that bad. I'm actually almost done with the 5 stars now, and my 4 stars, which I started and got on cooldown before I started streaming, are starting to come off cooldown, so I'll be able to get on those. All in the plan. And yeah, I'm hoping this Cyclops goes for, even if it goes higher than it went last time, I'm planning on putting up about maybe 10 to 15 million more than he went for the first round. And since I can do that without refreshing or boosting, now's the time. Next arena, I go for the 4-star Mr. Sinister.
Thank you.
I know my sister likes to say Sinister all the time, but, you know, it's Mr. Sinister.
You know what? There is an excellent movie about Esther that has the best moment ever.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. When
Love that one. That was excellent.
Oh, my goodness. It is the best moment ever. The guy who did that deserved something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Keith, I don't know if it's still on Netflix. I don't think so. But it was good, Keith. Now, there are more than one movie on Esther. You know, and the one that we're talking about is the best one that we've seen. There was another one that's okay. And then there's some that are not so good. Some that romanticized a lot more than, you know, I like.
You know, yeah.
But this one was good. Now, where I saw it, it came from Netflix. But back in the day, you remember Netflix, before the streaming service was a big deal. Well, I guess it was always their big deal. But they had the DVDs that you could rent, and they would mail it out to you and all that good stuff, right? Well, my best friend, he collected those. So every time he would just, you know, order them, duplicate them, send them back. So he had a hard drive full of those movies. And there was a time where I was wanting to, you know, get away from the non-spiritual stuff that I was watching and start, you know, trying to fill my mind with a little bit more spiritually fulfilling type things. You know what I mean? And so I did that, and I binge watched a lot of them. And that's where I first saw that Esther. And I was like, wow, I didn't even know that existed. And
from my friend.
Yeah, see, my sister had seen it before, and I was telling her about it. I was like, you know what, we should watch this. Because, you know, when my dad was alive and we were kids, we used to do that. You know, on a Sabbath afternoon, we would watch, you know, like The Robe. You remember how old The Robe is, if you guys have ever heard of that one. We would watch movies like that. And then we would discuss, you know, the Bible afterwards. Anywhere that the movie, had a discrepancy to the biblical account, we discussed all of that afterwards. So it was a lot of fun. So I was telling my sister, I was like, yeah, we need to, watch this. And she was like, oh, wait, was it this one where this guy? And she started talking about that same thing with the expression on his face. I was like, yeah, I think so. And yeah, she had already seen it and loved it. If my sister has a link to it or something like that, you can give it to Keith if it's on Netflix. Yeah, Keith, he did. Exactly, he did. And I was sitting there just like, you know what? Isn't that kind of like stealing a Bible so that you could read the Bible? But it is what it is. At that time, I wasn't as far along as I am now. That's what I always tell people. I'm not what I once was, but I'm not yet what I will be. It's a journey. So yeah, I agree with you, even though you haven't said it. But yeah, I wouldn't do that now. Well, I would try not to do that now. See, I used to pirate, not just that. I used to pirate a lot of stuff. I had a server. Okay. Hold on. Got to get him back a little bit. There we go. I had a server that was filled with all the kind of software that you could want. And I got on this, like I said, I decided, you know what, I need to make some changes. And I went through my entire computer and I bought every software that I had been using. If I could not find a free alternative to it, I just bought it. So that's why, like Windows, for example. The last Windows that I actually bought was Windows NT 4.0. Paid $300 for it. All the other Windows I didn't pay for. And then finally I said, you know what? I need to do this. So when Windows Vista came around, I went ahead and bought that one. And of course, they just let me upgrade for free Windows 10 since I had purchased the Windows Vista. But yeah, so I tried to be right.
Oh, Tim, didn't we all?
Yeah, Tim, exactly.
We're all bad.
Yeah. Like I said, and not only, Tim, did I have it, you got to understand, not only was I doing that, and honestly, I had a different philosophy. Okay. And I had to change my philosophy, but not only did I have this different philosophy on it, but I opened it up so that other people could download my pirated stuff. I was like a little mini Napster, but worse because I hosted everything on my own little private server. You remember, I forgot what it was called. Darn it. It was a chat. I forgot what it was called now. But I used to advertise on that, and the only way that you could get to my server, we would trade. If somebody had some software that I didn't have, we would trade passwords to each other's servers, and we would download it from there. Nope, not Usenet. I know Usenet. Oh boy, do I know Usenet. I was using Usenet for a long while. A Night with the King. No, that's Esther. That was one of the ones that I was thinking about that romanticized it a little bit more than I liked. I don't think I ever watched it.
It was okay.
Yeah.
It romanticized it, but it also left it told you a little bit more about it because a lot of people didn't realize that why the families were so upset that the women were being taken because if they were taken, they all got to spend the night with the king. He got to sample each of them. So once you were taken, you were taken.
Yeah, and you were no longer marriage eligible, whether he wanted you or not. Yeah.
Exactly. So that it romanticized it, but didn't romanticize it. So it's okay.
I do remember somebody mentioning rape. And like I said, I never watched it.
For some of them, it would have been like it, because a lot of them.
Yeah. See, I was not interested in watching any of that. So, like I said, I never watched it. No, not Yahoo Messenger. It was what was it Chat Relay? Relay Chat. I think it was called.
Oh, Tim, you bad boy.
And yeah, I think that was the first time. Ooh. Oh, that's right. Heimdall's on the team. I looked up because I thought he was gonna die, and forgot. But glad to see you back, Tim. I didn't know if you were gonna come back because I had said that I wasn't coming back if the power went out.
Oh, here comes the thunder again.
Fortunately, I'm almost done with my roster, 5 stars. So even if the power goes out now, I'm good. But I don't know if you heard me explaining what happened, Tim. But the brownout that we had, it only affected my computer.
That wasn't even a brownout. I don't know what we would call that. That was a blink.
Well, that's what a brownout is. It's just different lengths. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, even a brownout that we sometimes have is more than that.
That's what I mean.
Double P?
Yeah, double P. But yeah, we just happen to have brownouts that last a little bit longer. That's all. But what we had there, that's a brownout. Those kinds of brownouts where you don't even notice can still damage your computer. That's why UPS is so important, because it regulates the power. So when those things happen, they affect your computer. Like yours never went off, right? But it's still affected by it. You just don't know it.
My baby is so sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
Also said, by the way, I was just using some deep web and saw myself with 70% discount help.
Ooh. And I know what you mean by deep web. Stay out of there. Nah, let me stop. There's some legitimate reasons for going in there. Other than, porn.
Whatever. I, of course, wouldn't know anything about that sort of thing. I don't even know what he means by the deep web.
And see, my thing is, my sister is brave. I mean, it's a storm out right now. And she thinks nothing. And she's selfish. Brave and selfish. Because not only is she brave and doesn't think that lightning's going to strike, but if it does, it's going to affect everybody. She ain't thinking about nobody else. Tell that kind of big whopping lie right in the middle of a storm, too. No common sense. But yeah.
Oh, Tim was at lunch. He goes to lunch from 1 to 1:30.
That's
why he was in at the beginning, since you started early. Normally he's not in till 1:30, 1:35.
Aha. Okay.
Hello, Scorpio.
Scorpio, what's up? What's up? That's right. This is the first time you've come back since. You've been here since my sister came back. She been sleeping.
Whatever. Double P wants to know, Shadow, would you rank up a 6-star Ghost to R2 or a 5-star Omega to R5?
Probably the Omega. I'm assuming that the 5-star Omega is awakened. If the 5-star Omega is awakened, Omega for sure. And I'm just not a big fan of taking champions to rank 2 as 6 stars, because I don't really get resources in that fast. But with the new store, Glory Store, that might change. T5 basic fragments are available in there now. So, you know, it might be worth it. But if you were going to take a 6-star to rank 2, Ghost, Domino, and Corvus are 3 that are rank 2 worthy without being awakened, as far as I'm concerned. Woo, look at that. Fighting Mordo again.
Serves you right.
Oh, I love it. Watch him go passive in a minute. Look at this. Ain't even fighting. Ain't even fighting. Just getting hurt. Boom. And then he fall over dead. Love it.
Hey, Doc Dooman.
Hey, Doc Dooman, what's up? Yeah, we're going to see. Let me know if you guys hear an echo at all. I think I heard one once, but it went away like almost instantly. But we're not using Discord anymore. Although, since I've rebooted, Discord is running. I actually closed Discord down, and we're on Skype right now. Something that I wanted to say to everybody here. Has anybody seen or heard from Christina Amazing? The reason that I ask is because she has disappeared. She was on my Line chat messenger, and she disappeared from that, deleted her account. I can tell because it does unknown, left the chat kind of a thing. That's what happens when the account that you're using gets deleted, even if you change phones or something like that. So she's gone there, and so I went to her channel that I had subscribed to, that she had, made that video on and everything, and she's deleted her channel as well. And of course I haven't seen her for a while, so just curious. Yeah, empty chat, Keith. So just putting out an APB. Christina, where are you? What's going on with you? And I hope you are okay. One of the things, since we know each other, online, if something were to happen to us, that's all we would know, is that they just disappeared. We wouldn't know anything else. Might never know if you don't actually know the person in real life or anything like that. Yeah, Keith and Tim. Yeah, that's why I'm asking, because that's what you get when you delete your account. So she's basically gone from Line. She's deleted the Line account that was friends with all of us. She hasn't come back and reconnected to us. So if she has come back, it's on a new account that she hasn't told us about. And she deleted her channel. So I'm like, what's going on? What happened? And I haven't been seeing her in any of the other streams. When I'm in there, I usually look at the chat a little bit. So I don't know. No, Tim, I don't even know her in-game name.
Oh, Keith says she does this every couple months.
Okay.
No, if it's a pattern, then...
Okay, then it's all good. I can understand that if she suffers from depression. I believe she was telling me. And I do too. And the thing with depression is that it takes different... people do different things because of it. It's not the same. Like, I probably will not do that, but I do. Ooh, I just heard some real bad thunder.
Yeah.
But I already got through my 5 stars. Anyway, while I may not, close off everything, online like that, because it's kind of my lifeline. So I wouldn't do that, but I can and have just kind of pulled away from my friends, and in real life they just don't hear from me for a while. It might be a month or two, and they'll be sending me messages like, hope you're doing okay, hope you're doing fine, and eventually I will respond back to them and say, yep, I'm okay. And any of them that have known me for a long time, they know that that's something that sometimes happen. It hasn't happened in a long time now, though, but it's something that used to happen a lot. I was under a lot of stress before.
goodness, Karl Lagerfeld is dead.
Mm. All right, Pedro, what's up? Yeah, we're back.
Yep, we're back, Pedro.
Okay, Keith, good point. Wasn't thinking about that. Although I thought she said that. The reason I mentioned that, Keith, is in that video that she made, I believe she mentions that. I didn't think that was something that she was keeping to herself. But that video, she went into a lot of stuff about herself. And I believe she said that, but I could be wrong. But yeah, let's play it safe. Scorpio. Well, you're right. A maxed out Corvus does bring a smile to one's face.
Okay, who on here is actually thinking of watching the travesty that's gonna be the Duck?
Oh wait, Howard the Duck movie coming out? I mean, not Howard the Duck. What is it?
Yes, Howard the Duck.
Was that the Howard the Duck movie we were looking at?
Is coming out.
Oh wait, no, that's not. Oh, I was when you said Howard the Duck and I said Howard the Duck. I mean, when I said Howard the Duck, in my mind I was still thinking of the Pokemon movie.
No,
because I was thinking of Psyduck.
I'm thinking of Howard the Duck, the series.
I probably won't watch it.
Silent Bob and Jay.
Oh Lord, no, I probably won't. I might see one episode just to see what it looks like. Who knows? I might get sucked in.
Oh, Phones! Hey, what's up to you and all your kids?
And yeah, that's another good point, Keith.
Yes, Double P. I'm excited for the Loki series as well.
That's just because.
So I'm counting on you to watch it and give a review on how bad it is, because I refuse to watch it. But I am curious.
Hey, what's up, Phones? And what's up to Phones' kids? All 5 of them. Wow. You almost have the Brady Bunch.
Get a hobby.
He has a hobby. You just heard it. What you talking about get a hobby? You mean get another hobby? But hello to Phones' kids. How y'all doing? And see, that's exactly why I like to keep, well, just one of the reasons. I like to keep everything nice and clean so everybody can sit here and enjoy it. You know, even though my sister sometimes is real raunchy and dirty, but I like to keep it clean myself. All right, Pedro. Uh-oh. I think my sister fell asleep. What happened?
Twinette said, I started to watch a cow video because I was desperate for some domino information. Took me 15 seconds to decide the info wasn't worth it.
Ouch. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Okay, well. I've actually seen a few as well. But, yeah. It's all good. That's all I say. It's all good. Uh-oh, power gain. But I don't care that you got your special 3. Ooh.
Oh, Phone says he doesn't. I do need a new hobby. I appreciate you keeping yours clean. My youngest is 4.
Yep. See, there you go.
And Double P says also recommend watching Umbrella Academy on Netflix based on the Dark Horse comic. Fun to watch and stays relatively true to the book. I've heard that people are talking about how good that is.
You see, a lot of that stuff, that's more for my sister. Trust me, I don't watch any of those things. I'm a lot like, if you guys watch Brian Grant and know how he is with movies and TV and stuff like that, me and him share a lot in common. A lot. But yeah, I'm not one of those ones that thinks foul language and everything is something to be celebrated when you're an adult. No. Kids, adults should be able to keep it clean.
Jada Murphy says, "Sup, Shadow."
Ooh, Jada Murphy, what is up? A very familiar name since I frequent Dave's streams. Sometimes I'm lurking, but a lot of times, even if I miss it live, I'll watch it afterwards on demand. I'm so happy that they added the chat replay, because remember, YouTube didn't have that feature early on. That's how I can recognize a lot of people's names, because I'll be watching him and he'll say something and I'll see it in the chat, and it's almost like I was there. Slight cracking me up. I saw that Slight. What do you like to do in your spare time? Oh, I like to create children. You know.
Oh, what's his name? One of my favorite clean comics. Oh, what's his name? You know, the pale one, Jim Gaffigan.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's like, you know, once you have that fifth kid, people stop saying, "Oh, you're having another." They start going, "Wow, that's a lot." He's like, "Yeah, I know." He's like, they tell you that like you don't know.
I know, right?
He's like, "I know better than you know."
Is that the one, Hot Pockets?
Yes.
Okay.
Hot Pockets.
Yeah.
I like Jim Gaffigan.
I like when he was talking about his wife, because his wife looked good, and everybody sees his wife going, "Wow," and everything.
Wow. And then we looked her up, and I was like, "Wow."
Exactly. You see him, you know, and then when you look at her, you're just like, "Whoa." And he's right. You know, people react that way, and he feels insulted, as well he should. Because what we're saying when we see that is, "Whoa, this good-looking creature chose you?" That's pretty much what's in everybody's mind. They might...
You're not rich.
You know?
You have low self-esteem.
It was hilarious. And we know we're wrong for that, but we do it. We be like, "Wow, I mean, oh, nice."
Oh,
You know?
He's like, "Yes, I know. She's gorgeous. What is she doing with me?"
That's pretty much the way people... Man.
We're like, yeah, pretty much.
It was fun. I hadn't even seen her when he was doing the stand-up when I heard that. But then when I saw her later, I was like, wow. Reacted the exact way.
If New Jersey gets another basketball team, I have a starting lineup for them.
Oh, wow. Sweet.
There you go.
Yeah, I remember a friend of mine, he was being naughty to this one girl who, let's just say she had a certain reputation. And I remember she was trying to find work, right? You know, this is back in college, and she was trying to find some little, you know, part-time job, and I was trying to help her out. And so I was, you know, talking with my friends, and I was telling them, you know, yeah, you know, she needs a job. And he says, "Oh, she already has a job. She just needs to get paid for it." And I tried my best not to laugh because it was mean. But knowing her as well as I did, it was a very, very appropriate statement that he made, even though it was not nice. And I shouldn't have found it funny, but I did. But who was it? Pedro? Was it? No, Slight. What Slight said reminded me of that.
For shame.
I know. I felt so bad afterwards too.
Well, I remember when I worked with this woman, she liked children. She liked them a lot. She liked them too much.
She had how many?
She had 8.
Wow.
And her husband came home one day, and she said the youngest was now like 10 years old, and she wanted another baby.
Hmm.
And he brought her home a dog.
Clearly, she needed something to take care of. I feel him. Wow.
He was like, "Hello, kids. Here's a dog."
The shop is closed.
Her shop wasn't closed. She was like, "I want another baby." He said, "Here's a dog."
No, his shop was closed.
Hey, if you like kids and you can take them, I say go for it.
If you can support them and you love them, yeah.
Go for it.
The only time I don't like seeing that is when folks know they can't afford them, and they just keep,
like them.
Yeah, and then just keep popping them out. That's not right. Other than that, yeah. My mom actually wanted 6. Yep, just like the Brady Bunch. She wanted 6. My mom was an only child, and so she wanted to make sure that her kids had plenty. So she had me, and then she adopted a girl, and me and that my other sister grew up together. We're like 11 months apart, and then still working on her dream. My mom had this one that's talking to us right now, and then something happened, and she said, "Never mind, no more." Now I got my theories.
Yeah. Well, you forgot about the time where a certain person got y'all kicked out of places.
That was on them, not me.
Mm-hmm.
Not my fault they was fanatical. That's why we left.
Yeah.
But some people gave my mom really, really powerful arms.
Yeah, that would have been all of us.
She had some powerful arms.
That would have been all of us.
Oh, man. The reason
Tim, you're right. After she got perfection, she did stop.
Yeah, that's what that's what she says. My sister says. It's not what my mom says.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, my mom doesn't say anything because my mom, likes to keep the peace.
I have a whole cult that said that I was the devil, at least.
Me neither. But yeah, I used to tease my mom. I was like, "I thought you wanted 6." She said, "Oh no, no." I think we 3 were all she could handle. After she saw what dealing with 3 of us entailed, she was like, she said, "You know what? I think I'm good with these 3." And the thing is, my dad didn't want any. But, yeah.
Thanks a lot, Tim. You're on the list.
You need to read stuff. Why are you on the list? What do you say? Why is you so quiet? I have never watched Game of Thrones, Scorpio. My sister warned me away from it.
I told him he should watch it. I said he should watch it. I said he might enjoy it.
You forgot the I.
Trust me.
And you forgot to mention I am lying. But yeah.
I'm not lying.
Hear her voice? That's her lion voice.
Oh, okay, about your own family. All right, that's fine then, Tim.
Pedro. I see him now, laughing out loud about what you said.
But here's a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, phone says 4 of the 5 came from me. The youngest is my niece. I got full custody of her after my brother was killed.
Oh. Okay. A sad situation, but at the same time, she's very blessed that she has you.
Yeah, that structure in place.
Yeah. She's still with family. That is a blessing for real.
Yeah, that's how my nephew had to go. He came back to our family.
Yeah.
Back to his mom.
Mm-hmm. I remember when my mom and my stepdad, they did the foster parents thing for a while. And we didn't realize something about the foster kids, but when they send you foster kids, it's usually in some sort of tragic situation. Either the parents were picked up for drug use or something like that. The most heartbreaking one that we had was the mom left the kids at home while she went to the store, just down the street to the store. Okay, so she left them real quick. You know, she wasn't, I don't even know, maybe a block or two away from the kids. And I don't remember what exactly happened, but she got killed. I think either an accident or something. And she was killed. She never made it back to them. And so they, of course, were picked up. And that's when they, you know, were brought to my mom and my stepdad. They were told the situation. And they had family coming for them. But the kids didn't know anything. And they were not to be told, of course. So my mom and my stepdad had to take care of them while the, I think, aunts or uncles or somebody that were contacted could come and get them or arrange for them to, you know, get there. But that one was heartbreaking because, of course, they were like, you know, wanting their mom and crying, you know, where's my mommy? And, you know, all of this stuff. It was deep.
And it's especially bad because she was, I thought that was the one where she was leaving them. She was leaving the kids.
I don't remember that. It could be, but I thought the one that I remember, she was going to the store. We'd have to ask Mom about that one. She would know.
Yeah.
That's something she would remember. But yeah, but there were more than one. So it could very well be they were both right.
Oh, phone says his brother raised him on his own, so it's only fair that he raises her for him like she's his own.
Nice. Pay it forward. That's what I'm talking about. That's how it should be. Okay, so I finally looked up to read what Tim said. And I must say that I agree, Tim.
He's talking about his family.
Yes, but ironically, he's also talking about mine.
No. No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I'm the favorite. Hear that silence? Yeah.
Whatever. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This why I don't come around.
I don't know why you want to break Keith's heart like that. Yeah, Scorpio, it's not that Game of Thrones isn't good. I don't watch a lot of TV at all. I mostly watch cartoons, family shows, you know, little things that are light-hearted, shall we say. Not drama, not a lot of you know, any of that kind of heavy type of a thing. Because I don't need anything triggering anything on me. So my sister, when she hears that I'm interested in something, because like with Game of Thrones, all I saw was like, it seemed like it was fantasy style, you know? And so I'm like, okay, you know, that seems like it might be interesting. And my sister was like, no, you might not want to do that. Not because it's not good, but because she knows me. And so she knows that I should not be watching or reading that. Because at first I was going to read the books.
Thanks for dropping your life to drop a like, Kyle.
All right, Kyle.
The books are even worse than the show for you. The books would be even worse.
Oh, I'll bet. Okay, wait. So Kyle said that he was stopping by to drop his life. Gotta run. Don't do it, Kyle. Don't do it.
So I told him thanks for dropping his life to drop a like.
It's not worth it, Kyle. It's not worth it. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Things are not ever that bad.
He was doing something, but he dropped his life, what he was doing in his life, to come drop a like.
Okay, that would be much, much better.
That's obviously what he meant. I just translated it for him. He dropped his life to drop a like.
Let's hope that's what he meant. The answer to most questions of that nature, Scorpio, is nope. In fact, the answer to most of those questions is I haven't even heard of it. If it ain't a cartoon or some sort of animation, anime, then chances are, nope. What was the last movie that we watched anyway?
Deadpool.
That's right, me and you. And then me and Chris watched, what was it? Did we watch Thor? No, we watched the Avengers movie.
Yeah.
I think that's the last movie that I went out to watch. And I still haven't seen Brawley. Still want to see that movie. Okay. So, all my 5 stars are on cooldown. My 550s are on cooldown. And I'm about to get my 440s. Took a little bit longer than... it always takes a little longer streaming anyway. And then we had the power going out, and I had to take time to do that. It takes... When I'm streaming, I'm usually in Arena for about 30 minutes or more longer than when I do it offline. But we're good at this point as far as my 440s. Once I'm getting on cooldown, I can then go take a break, kick my sister in the booty.
Whatever.
And then wait for them to come off cooldown again.
They'll make me treat you like the sumo wrestler guy. Just slap you down.
You know what? That might be a good thing. We might watch a couple more of those. No, you need to sleep. You'll be dead to the world tonight if you don't sleep.
I probably will if I don't. I stayed up.
I know.
As I heard people were asking for me.
You hear that, guys? She actually stayed up. Have you even been to sleep since yesterday?
No.
See? This is why we don't see her, guys. Every time you ask where she is, she's sleeping. She hasn't even been asleep since yesterday.
I'm trying to turn myself around.
Normally, she'd be asleep right now. That's why anytime I hear that she doesn't say anything for a while, I wonder if she fell asleep.
I have bad sleep patterns. But I'm trying to turn myself around so I'll be able to be up during the day.
DC movie Flashpoint. Yeah, I figured it was DC since you mentioned Superman. Clay. Clay comes in all late. How's Stiletto doing? Told you, he also asks about you all the time. Yeah, so far the sound seems to be pretty good. So we'll be using Skype from now on. It seems to. I mean, we didn't have any echoing, so I guess it's got to be something in Discord. Maybe it's a setting that I just don't know about. I don't know.
Iton says Shadow.
Itons, what's up? What's up? Yeah, me and Itons already ran dungeons. Sorry guys, I had to run them in between arena because I'm going for a champion, and he was ready. And I had already streamed for the day, so we ran through it. Just tow it up. Nice, quick, and easy. Man, I tell you, I love my Corvus. Corvus is just a beast. Brian Grant wasn't jealous of Corvus before, but he's jealous of Corvus users now. He doesn't have Blade or Corvus. And I think he probably wants Corvus more than he wants Blade at this point. Not sure. You been recruiting, Clay? No need for sleep. Well, I don't sleep very much. 5 hours. But
that's funny because you're always asleep when we're watching stuff.
As I said, 5 hours at a time. And one of the reasons that I am is if I don't take any kind of a nap, I haven't gotten a lot of sleep. Like, you know how much sleep I had last night? I've only slept for maybe 2 hours, maybe 3. So yeah, tonight I might be a little drowsy, which is why I want to get these guys on cooldown fast as possible so I don't fall asleep trying to do this a little bit later.
Hey, Jaco Joubert.
Jaco, what's up? That's not good, Clay. You do need sleep. Sleep is essential. What was it? The longest somebody in the Guinness Book of World Records, I think, went without sleep. Did he do it for about a week or two?
Before going crazy?
Yeah, he collapsed.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. And he suffered loss of taste, loss of all kind of different senses. I mean, it's not good. And he still, even after he, started getting sleep, he did permanent damage to himself, getting that Guinness, that world record. He suffered from problems ever after. Yeah, sleep is not just very important, it's essential.
11 days, 25 minutes.
Okay, so I was right. It was about a week, almost 2.
Almost a fortnight.
There you go. Yeah.
Hey J Page. Hey Doc 4. Thanks for stopping by and dropping a like.
JJ, what's up? D43, what's going on, man? Yeah, I see Jaco flirting with you, talking about good to hear your voice again.
Jaco's not flirting with me. He's just being a gentleman.
You know, when you said that, you know what I thought about, right?
What?
Why are you so obsessed with me? You know we gotta get that. We have got to get that animation. I want to use that. We need to work on that. I'm going to work on that. I want to get that popping up when people subscribe.
That is the perfect thing. Right?
Tell me about it.
That's with me.
I thought that would be so perfect. Gotta get that. Got to. If you can find one, I think I found something. Well, if you can find that clip, I can give it to my alliance leader. He's actually good with graphical stuff. He might be able to make a transparent animation out of it.
Okay.
Because that's what stopped me. I once had it, of course, the computer went down and I lost all of that on that drive because I didn't realize that my photos were on the C drive. They're not anymore. But I lost all of those things. But why I never used it is because I didn't know how to make it transparent.
Why are you so obsessed with me? I want that anime to have a second season too.
Oh man, that'd be funny. Wow, 22 minutes is the longest someone held their breath, Scorpio? Yeah, that amazes me too.
Not really for me. I mean, the deep sea divers, the ones who do free diving.
Yeah, see, I know that they do that, but 22
Yeah.
minutes?
Yeah, I can see that.
Whew. 5 minutes? Yeah, 10 minutes? Yeah, I can see that, but woo!
The free divers, I could see it.
Mm.
If you started out when you were young doing it and stuff like that, and you got used to it, yeah.
Mm.
But still, that is something else.
My word. Clay, you guys lost? Yeah, that sucks. Woo. Of course, I fired off his L3 while he was invulnerable, but it's just because I wanted to power drain him and get that permanent aura up. Just having some fun. Oh, you just didn't have enough players? Hence, your sleepless nights recruiting, I guess. Oh, Alright. So, everybody needs to make sure that my sister knows that she is missed and loved, so she can come more often. Maybe get herself turned around so she's not asleep.
Oh.
Because I know folks left me. They came here and said, oh, wait a minute. Stiletto not here?
Not even true.
We out. Peace.
That's not even true, and you know it.
They wouldn't say it like that. You know, this is how it happens. I come on, and I see my viewer count. It's up there. Double digits. No problem. Then a few people are like, hey, how's Stiletto? Is she there? No, she's not there. I think she's still sleeping. Oh, well, tell her, you know, we wish her the best and give her our love. I said, sure, I'll do that. And then my watcher count goes down to single digits. That's how it happens. Nobody says that's why they're going, but I know that's why they're going.
I don't believe you.
I tell you. I told her she got to get here. People don't want to just hear my voice all the time.
I don't believe you. You a whole lie.
Mm-mm. It's my prerogative.
Not part lie, but a whole lie.
You a lie? No, you a lie.
You a whole lie.
Remember that song?
Yes.
Did my baby daddy. I swear that song. Oh.
My goodness, that song was everywhere senior year. I was like, I can't get away from the song. Why can't I get away from the song?
It's just my baby daddy. It's just my baby. And then they're going to try to come out with, I refuse to even listen to it. They came out with one for the guys. I said, nah.
Time they cost the same thing. It was Sean Lane. Tim, let me call you back. Phone for my girl. You're lying, girl. I was like, oh.
Too many people. Yeah, see, Clay, no. There you go. Clay said it. He said what everybody's thinking.
Well. Well.
In fact, I'm pretty sure Tim and Keith, they come sneaking on. Sometimes they don't say nothing. They listen. They don't hear your voice. They out.
I don't believe Keith and Tim would do you like that.
Hey, I had one stream. Nobody, at least nobody said anything. Not Tim. Not Keith. Nobody.
Now, Keith lurks. Okay, I believe that. I would believe that Keith lurks.
Yeah, he does look like a lurker.
Lots of men.
Okay, so I went as low as I can. You can see my 440s. These are the last two 440s I have. And then 330 Darkhawk. I actually like Darkhawk. I have other champions that I'm, kind of focusing on getting ranked up and all, but I like Darkhawk. If I get him as a 5-star, oh man, that would be awesome. I don't think he's in the crystals yet, but I do want to take my 4-star up, at least to 440.
I could tell you wore a tie when you streamed, Steve. And I could tell when you stopped. It disappointed me.
Yeah, well, I remember finding out that Keith used to stream. I never got a chance to watch any of his streams. In fact, by the time I was hearing his name in Dorky Diggity Dave streams, that was where I knew him from. I didn't even know he used to stream until he told me.
You don't know. You don't know me, Keith. You don't know where I've been, what I do. I lurk too. That's right.
And the weather is still bad out there. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Oops.
The weather is still bad and horrible out there.
And yet, you brave. Just look at you. Okay, coming with the Hadouken. Well, that's more of a special beam cannon.
I can do it, Keith.
Believe it when you don't hear it, Keith. That's all I'm saying. Well, I will say this, Keith. If she's trying to prove a point or she's mad at you, she can do it. But naturally, no, sir.
No, it's true. If I'm somewhere and I don't really know nobody and I'm not sure, I'll be like, I'm all quiet and stuff. And then people are like, oh, look at that shy girl. And then they make the mistake of talking to me, and they're like, we should never have opened our mouths.
There you go. All right, so that's it for my arena. 16.3 million is where I've ended after about an hour and a half into day 2. So I'm well on the way to a good score. He did go for like 19 million first round. So, I was real upset because I know I could have gotten him that first round easily. As you can see, we're not even, an hour and a half into day 2, and I'm close to what he went for. Yeah, Scorpio, I did see Black Panther. You know I saw Black Panther. Had to see Black Panther.
Oh, yeah, we saw Black Panther, and I showed out. It was a shame.
Yes, you did. I loved it. I love Black Panther.
It was a shame.
Okay, what is
There's
this?
certain movies I can't go to because people are stupid. Oh, thank you, Keith.
I don't know what this.
How you gonna stand up and be like, oh, look, there's another scene? I'm like, yeah, there's another scene, and you're standing up in front of it. Sit down.
Yeah, my sister wasn't playing. I'm sitting there just going, oh my goodness, we gonna get in a fight up in here.
Didn't they?
I was just sitting there thinking, see, that's why I can't take her no place. Can't take her no place nice. Just, ooh. And then I gotta fight. That's what happens. She'll have all the mouth, and then the person that she's talking to will have some guy with him, and then I'll end up having to defend my sister.
I made sure the people I was yelling at, no.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. I gotta be the one. Tell
Hey,
you.
the little, you know, they were white people in Black Panther too. They were right up in there. He flew the plane.
Mm,
Go
mm,
on there.
mm. Just saying. That's how brothers get killed. Because of sisters with big mouths.
Hey, someone had to tell them to sit down because they were obviously too shocked to do so themselves. Once I told them to sit down, they were like, "Oh," and sat down because obviously they forgot they were standing up.
Maybe forgot they were in a movie theater with other people, too.
I think so.
Mm, mm, mm. All right, so let's see. Yeah, no way, naturally. Exactly, Keith. Do you watch Inuyasha? Phones? Do I watch Inuyasha?
Kagome!
Inuyasha.
Kagome!
Let that be the answer to your question, phones. Now, one of the funniest parts that I liked was when Kagome got upset with him and came back through the well, and he chased her, ran into her mother, and her mother, the only thing her mother could do was look at his ears and go for them just like her daughter did the first time she met him. They all seemed to be obsessed with his ears, and this big, bad, powerful Inuyasha seemed very helpless to them. But I didn't watch all of them because it started getting, because me and my sister, obviously we used to watch it, but it started getting much more of a drama romance. And so there's a lot of episodes I did not see towards the end.
I'm just saying. He had ears that screamed to be grabbed.
Apparently.
That's the thing you do with ears like that. You gotta grab them because that's just what you do.
That just cracked me up because here you got your daughter running and a demon came flying out and is chasing her. And the only thing you could do is go after his ears. You know,
obviously,
she was just
a tender point. Those ears just looked like they were going to be something. Either they were going to be a weak point, or you know.
And you could tell from the look on her face that the ears distracted her. You know, because normally, as a mom, she would be concerned with her daughter, like, wait, what? Why are you chasing my daughter? Everything. But any of that kind of protest died when she saw his ears. I think there was a spell put on those ears.
There you go, Keith Winnett. He who has ears, let them be grabbed.
But that's going to do it, guys. Need to take a little break. Maybe even take a little nap. Who knows?
Oh, he's taking a nap.
I don't know. I might not be able to. But we'll see. But take care, everybody. I will keep on the grind. And you'll see where I'm at tomorrow. I should be close to 30 million by tomorrow. At least, mid 20s, mid 20 million, like 20, maybe 25 million or more if I keep on this pace. Oh, is LaFleur doing his Legends run? I know he was talking about it yesterday. Yeah, definitely raid LaFleur. Let's raid him for a change. I'll come with you guys. Let me put the hashtag in there because he's always raiding me. So this is the time I can actually raid him. So I'd appreciate it. Even if you guys don't stay, raid him. And here's the hashtag to use. Hashtag Shadow Raid. All right. And anybody, do you have his link? A link to his stream? Let me see if I can find it here. Whoops. Yep, there's LaFleur. Oh wait, that's not. Why did it go there? Oh wow. Oh, this is just doing all kinds of things on its own. Come on. I keep clicking on two things and then it only does like the first thing I did. Okay, here we go. Oh, come on. Really?
Wow, you're useless.
There we go. All right, there we go, guys. That is a link to LaFleur's stream. Hashtag raid LaFleur. I mean, hashtag shadow raid. So let's go. Clay, only mods can put links. Nobody else can put links except mods. I actually have his... Yep, I see Clay. I see you in his stream already. All right, guys. Take care. And I'll be in his stream for a little while. So, everybody, have a blessed day.
Bye-bye, guys.